Denmark Technical College making history this commencement season, and they brought a hometown hero along for the ride. The school has built its identity around 3 words: innovate, elevate, transform. And this year's commencement speaker fits that mission to a T. Woody McClain, a Charleston native, went from dreaming big to making his mark on some of Hollywood's biggest stages. Now, you know him as Bobby Brown in the New Edition story. He had me going like this for a very long time, okay? Also from the hit Star series Power Book 2, Ghost. Of course, he's a fan favorite, Kane. Well, today he is in South Carolina, inspiring the next generation of Denmark Tech graduates who are just getting started. Woody, it is such an honor to have you with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I wish I was in the studio right now. I'm sorry we got to do it on Zoom.
Oh, it's all good. You are booked and busy. We completely understand. All right, my friend, we're going to start with this. Charleston native, what does it mean to come back to South Carolina for a moment like this?
It means everything, and a lot of people don't know I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, so I think it's very, very important that I start talking about that more and start showing the world that, I grew up here, West Ashley area. My grandfather was like my hometown hero. So yes, I am a Charleston, South Carolina native.
College is where it starts for so many of us. Now, I also want to talk about starting when it comes to you doing something new. You're currently raising money for your own film, a romantic comedy. I love that you are taking on this role. What has this experience taught you about the business of entertainment?
Ooh, this experience is and very important to me because, as actors, we come to set when it's already, nice and pretty, everything is already done. And, I know a lot of people come to set and they complain about things, but actually building something from the ground up, it makes you appreciate the producers behind the scene, the camera crew. It makes you appreciate all the little things so much more. So I know a lot of actors are currently reaching out to me now, like, how's the process going? I'm like, yo, y'all need to get out here and raise some money to do your own short film because it makes you appreciate the sets you do get hired for. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we love seeing the actors do their thing, but it takes so much to make them shine, and I feel like the people behind the scenes needs to get as much recognition as the people on screen.
Absolutely. All right, so you're going to be talking to a group of students who are about to take on the world. What is your message for them? What do you hope they leave with after they listen to your commencement speech?
That's what I've been struggling, with, dang, what do I talk about? What do I fully believe in? And, I decided to drive from Florida, to Charleston. I didn't want to take a plane. It's too fast. I like to just drive and kind of be in my own thoughts. And as I've been driving and just kind of going through everything I've been through in life, the only reason why I'm here is because I betted on myself. And I think that's extremely important. Even me stepping out and raising my own funds is me actually betting on myself. So I really want, the students to understand when they get out into this world, you got to bet on yourself.
And it speaks to the fact that a lot of times we walk into spaces and we get imposter syndrome, and that can make us not bet on ourselves. But if you go ahead and say, you know what, I can do it, I am equipped, I am called, the world got to watch out.
Exactly.
All right, so Denmark Tech calls itself built for what's next. So I have to ask you, what is next for Woody McClain?
What is next for Woody McClain? I mean, it's 2 things, I just have it's always hard to say. I have 2 girls. I just have twins. They're 9 months years old, and I actively, started my campaign to raise my own funds for this movie 9 months, at the same exact time. So the girls came at the same time as the launch of my movie. So I'm actively raising 2 beautiful baby girls and actively raising funds at the exact same time. So, that's what's next, and that's what's now. So yes.
So exciting. Congratulations. Okay, so you got to tell me, what's it like being a girl dad? And then what's it like being a girl dad to twins?
A girl dad is amazing. Like this is the best experience I've had, and it was crazy. Like years ago when I was in London, I know we're getting on track. When I was in London, I seen a palm reader. I wanted to sit down with this palm reader. I sat down with him and he was like, And I was like, what? He was like, you're going to be in love with 2 women. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, listen, I don't do drama. I'm a 1-woman man. One is enough. I can't do 2 women at the same time. Not knowing when, it was actually my twins, and I'm in love with both of them. And it was like everything he said came into fruition. And it's been an amazing experience. They taught me to, to tap into my soft side, to be patient. They doing all this amazing things for me. The only complaint I have is they spit up on all my clothes. Like I do not have any outfits. I'm surprised this doesn't have any spit on it.
Okay, so this will be my last question, and we'll wrap up with this. Okay, you're a South Carolina native. I mean, doing it so big. What would you say for people who are in South Carolina and they're like, you know what, I want to make it big like Woody, or I have a big dream, but I don't know if I can do it because I'm from a state that's not necessarily known for being in the entertainment industry. What would you tell them? What would your encouragement for them be?
I would say, I think you could do it. I don't think it matters where you are, and, like I said earlier, one of my heroes is my grandfather. My grandfather being a, South Carolina native, he was a reverend. He was a radio personality. He was, James Brown's personal security guard, and my grandfather is somebody that I've seen do it here in South Carolina. My grandfather has his own park in Charleston because, he was able to do it here, so like he's always been my role model. He's always, made me believe that I can do anything no matter where I am. So I wanted to be at the park to show you this.
Wait, Woody, you about to have me in my feelings.
Come on now.
I love that so much. What a beautiful story. And I know you're making your family so proud, Charleston so proud, South Carolina so proud. Like, we're rooting for Woody, okay?
I appreciate it. Seriously.
Absolutely. All right, my friends. Well, you have heard it from Woody himself. Not only is he pouring into the next generation, but he also is reminding everybody, bet on yourself. I love this. We're going to put this interview on our website, WLTX.com, so you can check it out anytime.